Hi everyone, Tonia Reeves here, Australia's Psychic Cowgirl, and I'm connecting to you in Launceston, Tasmania. I'm inside at the moment because it was too windy to be outside, even though it doesn't look that windy behind me. It is fairly windy, and interestingly enough, hopefully my sound comes through okay. But anyway, this is how it rolls. So we're having a wonderful time in Tassie, doing a bit of a tour around. I haven't started any of my shows yet. We'll head next week to Launceston, and it's looking like Georgetown as well in Tassie to run both shows there of an evening. Launceston, we've already got tickets selling for the 19th, so I can't wait to connect with. I've got some awesome souls jumped on board really quickly for that one, so that's pretty exciting. And we should have Georgetown date set by, I'm hoping, in the morning. So, yeah, all systems go here. I will be doing some one-on-one readings, and I've also got a mediumship workshop that I had a couple of ladies inquire about. So I'm just doing that as a one-off here in Launceston, and that's on the Saturday. And we'll be going through some mediumship training on how to connect to spirit. And, you know, it's a bit of a mixture for those that are already connecting to spirit to help get some more clarity and understanding around it. And it's also for those that have had people that have passed and really want to be able to understand the messages that they give and have that reassurance that they're still around. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's a really interesting workshop, that one. It's a lot of fun. And, again, tickets are selling for that one fairly quickly too, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, so that's pretty much what's been happening here in Tassie. I'd love to have had a nice backdrop for you today, but unfortunately it just didn't work out that way. So hopefully next Thursday I can. I also wanted to make a point of saying thank you so much to those that have messaged me privately in regards to feedback to my show. It's been fantastic. I had some really, really lovely messages and a lot of feedback on, you know, the info that we share with our shows. So that's really great, and I just want you to know that we really appreciate it. There has been a few that have struggled with getting through to get free readings. Please keep trying. It does get busy. We get mammoth amounts, as you would imagine, ringing up for free readings. So don't despair if you don't get in. You know, it can take a little while, but please persevere, because we do endeavour to try as hard as we can to fit as many in. So, but, you know, there's only so many of us. So there you go. Okay, so what else is happening? New year, new energy. A lot of people, you know, the feedback's been everyone's, you know, feeling geared up for this year. And I think that's really amazing to be in tune with something new and getting things up and running. And I feel like a lot of people are resonating with that at the moment. For anyone that still hasn't quite let go of what we needed to from last year, I know myself even, you know, I've had a few things come up over the last few weeks that I need to work on personally, and they're just things that I didn't really give enough attention to last year. So I'm being reminded, and I feel like a lot of people will relate to that too. So when you get those little nudges, you know, do something about it, because we don't want to carry stuff around that doesn't serve us, and that's quite often what happens. Okay, I've got my first caller, Willow in Austin, Texas. Yay, Willow, how are you?
I'm wonderful, Tonia. How are you tonight? Or today? Really, I don't know which it is over there.
Yes, it's afternoon here, and I assume it's evening over there. Is that right?
It is.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's a cold evening here.
Yeah, we're cooking here. We're like sweating.
I'll take that. I'd much rather be at the beach.
Beautiful. Okay, did you have a question for me, Willow, today?
Well, I've just been at a real big crossroads in my life, and it's the beginning of a new year, and I'd love to just kind of get some input.
Yep.
Work-wise, it's not a relationship type thing. It's I'm trying to figure out where I am work-wise.
Yeah. Okay. You had something, just as you said, work-wise there, I just picked up. You had a shift, or they're showing me there was almost like a light bulb moment for you I feel like I want to go to sort of September, October-ish last year that actually made you question where you thought you were going, and there's something else that stepped in now that you're considering that I want to say maybe 12 months ago you wouldn't have thought of before? Does that make sense to you?
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like there's something that's it's almost like, because what they're showing me is like it's like a bit of a transformation that took place, or there's something that transpired that's led you into this direction. And I want to say to you, it's like they're showing me you need to be looking somewhere slightly different from where you are now to pick up what you need. So it's like, I don't know if you're looking specifically for something and we need to broaden that where you are looking, because I just feel like you're a bit restricted at the moment.
That makes some sense.
Yep, because it might be, sometimes we get in our head where we think we need to be, or where we, feel that, I need to start looking over in this direction. But I feel like I want to say to you, just open that up a bit more, because there's something there ready to step in. And I feel like I want to say over the next 3 to 4 weeks, something will step in where you will be able to go, that's kind of what I had in mind, or that's what I've been looking for, but it hasn't sort of shown its head at the moment. And they're also showing me there's something around looking into, what is it? There's a little bit more either study or getting experience in something.
Okay,
because it's like, all right, so what I see for you this year is it's something totally different to what you've done before. And when I say totally different, it's sort of heading off the track from what you've done in the past. So to me, the way they're showing me is like it's going to be a change from what you've done before, and it's going to be a welcoming change. And I see freedom around it. So it's like you will be able to choose your hours, or the hours are going to be more flexible, whereas in the past you've been locked into some kind of like a routine or a time frame.
Yeah, those things certainly are a part of what I'm looking at. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, I want to say this is like you stepping into what you've always wanted to do, or it's almost like I can feel the energy around this is, oh my God, I'm finally doing what I've always wanted to do. So it's like this has been in the back of your mind, or something you've always felt you were going to do. And it's like, I want to say to you, this year, finally you're going to do it.
Yeah, kind of. I haven't been able to quite zero in on exactly what it is that I bring to the party, but
okay.
Most of what you're saying is certainly applicable. It's absolutely in the right ballpark.
Yeah. And sometimes it's, we can get to that point where we're not 100% on how things are, how can we put it, on the direct line. But I feel like for you, it's like grabbing at the things that you enjoy and the things you get a bit of a buzz out of, and that will kind of direct you. It's almost like I'm shown, I'm not meant to specifically tell you exactly what that is, because it's like you need to uncover it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like normally I will get like, they'll come through and go, no, we need to do this, 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 and this. But for you, part of this process is actually going through the motion of, okay, I'm going to do this. And then something comes along and you go, oh, not quite that. It's something else that's a part of that was a little bit different to what you originally thought. You're very talented with your hands. So what is it to do with your hands? Because they're showing me hands.
I don't know, because a friend of mine suggested that I do some things with gardening and plants and things for residential customers. I've done some of that commercially.
Yeah.
I've also considered doing a lot of counseling work, and so I'm kind of between trying to figure out where I really I'm just on the fence about what I really want to do and what I don't want to do. It's not only what I do want to bring to the table, but setting up boundaries of things that I don't want to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, when you
I
get into
see.
counseling work, sometimes you don't want to. You think you want to do one thing, but then you go, yeah, no, I don't want that part of it.
Yeah. There's something, when you said counselling, I'm like, not in the heavier side of it. Like for you, you need to have it to be a bit lighter because it would be quite draining, because energetically you're quite sensitive and you do pick up on things. So to just go into, say, mainstream counselling, or where it's heavy duty one-on-one, you would find very draining and very much like, oh no, I can't sort of continually do this. It's like, for you to go into something like that, it needs to be more in a way of bringing about a little bit of fun and being a little bit, I want to say, unconventional. And what you will bring to the table is you do have the ability to find the uniqueness with something. So it's like a point of difference. So if you were to be working for others, you'll make what you do different so that it's appealing.
Well, you're spot on there. That's one of the things I really want to bring to the table, is something that's fun and innovative and different, and it may be in the field of energy work, because I have quite a bit of background and knowledge in energy work. I just didn't want to apply it in the same way.
Yes, and for you, that's part of it. You know, it's doing it your way, and it's almost like that's part of the big picture for you, is I'm doing it how I want to do it, and it will be unique to you. And that's where the success comes from. And I also see you doing a couple of things. So don't rule out going, I have to necessarily have this path and I follow directly that, because I can incorporate doing a couple of things, because your mind's quite active and you don't mind juggling a few things, whereas some people it might be a bit overwhelming. For you, it's like, nah, easy done. So don't rule out dabbling with a couple of different things to start with. And then I feel like from there you will branch then into something where you kind of bring those, the strengths that you have, you'll bring to the table in a way that you can, add a couple of bows to your collection. It's like I just see you incorporating, other things besides the way that other people do it.
You're spot on there. Spot on there.
So stick with.
I've written a story. I'm trying to figure out how to market that, and the energy work, and it's exactly what I'm looking at.
Yeah. So don't, because sometimes when we start to get in, help from people, or when we try and consolidate, we tend to think we have to have it all to fit in a nice basket. Whereas for you, you can have 6 baskets there, and each one, might overlap a little bit, but that's part of the plan. And don't, your psychic insights that you get, it's like I feel like you pick up things and get these great ideas, just write them all down, because they will be relevant, and it's like trust what comes to you, because you get some great stuff.
I probably should make better notes.
Because sometimes in the moment we write it off in our head, but if we write it down, we can come back later and look and go, well, there's the title of my book. Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so do that, because this is your year. It's like for you, the best is yet to come. So you've still got a lot of, there's a lot of things out there for you that you're ready to step up into. And to me, I don't see any hiccups in the road. It's kind of like you cleared away a lot of things last year, ready for this. So you're really ready. It's just a case of being in allowance and saying, okay, I know, I'm ready to move on to what I need to be doing. Thanks, universe, bring it to me.
And what I really need to do is try to figure out which of these is going to bring me enough income quickly enough so that I can develop the rest of them.
Yeah, even if I still see you doing 2 things, so maybe focus your energy, because you've got enough energy, on 2 pathways, and go, okay, these 2 are what I'm stepping up to do. And it's almost like the universe will the one that's meant to be will step in and be the one. And I do feel I want to say to you, the one that brings you the money first isn't necessarily your end result. So it's like there will be one that you'll grab onto that will bring in the money, and then there'll be that second one that you sort of uncover that will be the one that you'll go, aha, this is where I need to be. And the first one will financially help you to get where you need to be with it.
Okay.
Okay, so bear that in mind.
I'm going to think real hard about those two things. That helps make some sense.
Yep. So don't, because sometimes we always think, we've got to just focus on one thing and that's what brings the money and that's what does this and that. But I don't see that for you. I see definitely two things that you'll be incorporating, and, it will come back to what is needed in the perfect time. But the two of those things will both propel you forward, but one of them will be more financial to start with.
Okay.
Okay. So, but yeah, definitely
All
two.
right.
They're showing me two. There's also a lady around you.
I'm sorry?
There's also a lady stepping in spirit around you who wants you to know that she's around. But a tall lady with sort of shortish hair. She almost looks a little bit masculine, I want to say. So she's a stronger energy. And I'm not sure whether we're talking grandmother here, because I feel like your mother's still alive?
No.
So your mother's in spirit, okay? Because I
Mother's in spirit, yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, repeat that. The phone dropped out a little bit. Say that again?
This lady's quite tall, and I wanted to go towards masculine because she's very strong and almost, like physically strong. But I feel like I want to go to grandmother with her.
I'll have to think about that a little bit. It's not my mother, and neither of my grandmothers were tall, nor were they.
Yeah, where does she fit? It's like she's stepping in for the strength. So it's almost like she's the one, but there's something to do with being outside, with being physically fit. She's quite I just want to go back into like being quite physical.
That she is, and that she's in encouraging me to be that way. Is that what you're saying?
She's more or less referring to bringing in the strength for you. So it's like with her physical strength, it's like I'm bringing in the strength for you to be moving forward in what you need to be doing. And I feel like I want to go with an M initial. I wanted to go to Marie or something starting with an M around her. So not sure where she fits, but she's definitely around you. It's like she's very strong.
Are you saying an M or an N?
It sounds to me. I would say M.
Like sometimes an M, okay.
Yeah, that's what I felt like, an M initial around her. But she'll fit in. I know she'll fit in because she's quite strong with coming through. Because your mum's a very soft, gentle lady. Would that be right? Because it's like she's there, but she's in the background. This lady's stronger. Interesting.
Okay.
All right. I have an auntie.
It was a very strong personality in a lot of ways.
Yeah, because it's like she's stepping in to go, yep, you've got this. I want to go like, yay.
Okay.
Okay, I must on to my second caller. Please keep me posted, Willow. I'll be really keen to hear how you go. And I feel in the next 3 to 4 weeks, things will map out with that, with where you're going.
Fabulous. I've written all these things down, and I can't wait to go back and look at them all.
Yeah, do that. And I want to say to you, say yes to things. So the trick to you moving forward is saying yes to some things that maybe you might be saying no to, but it's like opportunities will come in. So just say yes. All right? Remember that word.
I just wrote that down. Say yes to things.
Yeah. Okay. Keep me posted, Willow. Thank you so much for ringing in. I better go on to my
Tonia,
second
thank you so much for your insight and your wisdom. I appreciate it. You be safe and take care.
You too, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, I've got Kelly in Ontario, Canada. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, where does a little girl fit in for you? Do you have children?
No, I don't.
Okay. Are you thinking of having children?
I can't have children.
Okay. So you know this for sure?
I'm 48 and I've had a hysterectomy.
Okay, we know that for sure then. I just felt like I wanted to go something around a young girl around you. So I don't know, do you have a niece or someone that you spend time with?
My niece.
Okay. Because it's like I was just, as soon as you came on the phone, I'm like, oh, there's a girl. There's a young girl. Okay. And you have a special connection with...
Sorry, go ahead.
You have a special connection with her. There's something you and her share, I want to say it. And it's almost like in spirit they're showing me that you're important to her.
Well, she was just recently diagnosed with schizophrenia, and I call her my surrogate daughter.
Yeah. Because it's like they're showing me with her. It was like there's something you give her that others can't. So I feel like, with you saying that, with her not being 100%, it's like you get her or you can understand her, whereas others around her
I
can't.
get her completely. Yeah, I do.
So Spirit is stepping in saying, well done, and you are an important role for her, an important role model for her, and it's lovely to see. Now, can I go to... Can I ask, is your mother in spirit? Because I've got a lady coming in who's like, and I want to say she's here saying thank you. So I feel like I want to go to like a motherly figure for you.
My mom died 5 years ago. My dad died a week ago.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
And I'm having a really hard time.
Oh, you poor thing. It's so horrible. And losing parents is like nothing prepares you, and nothing, it's one of the hardest things. No one replaces a parent. But your mum's stepping in proud of what you've done with your niece, the thank you is like, so was she a very family orientated lady? Because it's almost like she can't be there. But
family. My whole family has been.
Yeah. So it's like she's, but I just wanted to, I was doing this because it's like, I feel like that's a mannerism she would have had to say thank you, like, so heartfelt.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So she is around.
I just want to make sure my dad's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so she was there for your dad. Now, I'm not getting your dad in strong, but that's not uncommon when they have just passed, so sometimes that can come through. There's something around, okay, all right, have you had you've had his funeral, yeah?
Have I had what?
Your dad's funeral?
No.
Okay.
We're waiting. His ashes, his cremation was done, and we're just planning his celebration of life.
Okay, wonderful. Because he's saying to me, right, this is where I wasn't sure how this fits in. There's something around making a decision around something you're going to do at his funeral, and he's there saying, do it, right? So there's something that's been put on the table that I don't know whether it's a song that's different or there's something funny, and he wants that included, and he's telling me to tell you that, and you will know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. So he's saying do it. He's excited about that. You will know, and it's almost like I want to say to you, have you had tapping on your shoulder? Because I feel like there's a tapping that he acknowledges when he's around you. So whether you can feel that yet or not, or this might be something that you will feel, but know that is him. And he's also showing me sign there's something around a shirt. So I don't know whether you've still got his shirt, Oh, you put on his shirt, or there's something.
I wear his shirt at night.
Yeah. So he's acknowledging that. So that is, I love it when they do that, because that's showing you he is with you when you do that. Because he's show him his shirt. So know that he's around when you do that, and that's beautiful. They're the things that Spirit love, and they always come through and give me signs of things like that, where they're really rapt that you honour their memory. And he will always be around, and he's a bit of a funny chap, I want to say. So he'll play some tricks on you so that you know he's there.
We had a competition of playing practical jokes on each other.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's going to keep going, so be prepared. He will be doing that in spirit. Okay, I'm getting the wrap up because I've ran out of time, but please know he is around. Your mum is around as well, and they're so grateful for you, and you will get the signs, so please know that. I'm sending much love to you.
A dove came to my house 2 nights ago.
Beautiful. There you
go. A
go.
dove on its own.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for connecting, and please keep me posted. Send me a message on Facebook. I must wrap up now as I'm out of time, but thank you so much for connecting. Love and blessings to you and your beautiful family. Thank you. Okay, I've got to sign off. Tonia Reeves, Australia's Psychic Cowgirl. Thanks, Dave. Woohoo!